Hi Queens, Sam here. I hope that you're doing amazing. So I have been away for a minute here. Life has been lifing and I had to prioritize my life literally. And so unfortunately I had to put making videos and creating content on the back burner. But I'm back and don't worry, I'll be sharing with you uh, every few things that happened and especially my 2 week trip down in Mexico, which I took end of March, early April with my kids and also my sister who came with me. I went down to Mexico for 2 weeks scouting trip, checking two cities that are good potential for me to move abroad to in hopefully a few years, Mazatlan and La Paz. So I'll be telling you more about that in the upcoming video, hopefully. But for today, as a comeback video, I wanted to share with you an update, I guess like my first quarter update on my money goals for 2024. So, as you guys may already know, I have five money goals for this year, and I wanted to give you an update, just to give you, kind of like let you know how things have been going. So this will be a short video about that, but hopefully I'll have other videos later on to expand a little bit on each aspect. The first goal that I have for 2024 is to save $10,000 in my savings account. So over the past 3, 4 years, I've literally drained my savings account. Having 3 kids in like 3, 4 years, moving abroad temporarily to Playa del Carmen for 8 months, taking a few other trips. That has really literally drained my savings, and I haven't had a chance to replenish my savings. So I decided to start with goal, a reasonable goal of $10,000 for this year. So far, I have saved $3,500. I do know that I'm going to use actually 1,500 approximately from that money because something happened recently. So it was unexpected. So I'm not going to put it on my credit card. I'm going just to use the savings to pay for that. So that will take me down to $2,000, but hopefully I will have, I'll be able to replenish it quickly and reach that goal for this year. My second goal for 2024 is paying down debt. So at the start of this year, I had $9,000 on my line of credit, which I've used to pay my new used car that I purchased last year. So after I traded my existing car at the time, I had like a $9,000 that I needed to come up with, so I didn't want to take a car loan for that. So I used my line of credit for that, but I really want to pay off that $9,000. So far, I haven't been able to pay a dime. The only thing that I was able to pay is essentially the interest on that. It's interest only payment monthly, so that's good. But I haven't been able to put a dent to the principal. And as a matter of fact, I've actually added to the debt. I've added approximately $12,000 because I got a personal loan for $12,000 to pay for my twins' daycare. And so you ask me, but why did you have to do that? Well, because the childcare system here, at least in Ottawa where I live, is totally flawed. Like, I don't know how things are, structured, but it just doesn't make sense. I couldn't find a spot for my twins in a daycare center as I wanted it. I ended up putting my twins in a private home daycare, which is literally the most expensive option when it comes to childcare. But honestly, when you have literally exhausted all of the other options, that's what you unfortunately have to do. And being a single parent, single income earner, I have to work. I don't have the luxury to decide to not to work. I still have my bills to pay. My kids still need to be fed. I still need to, have a roof over my head. So I had to make that decision because it was either that or me staying at home an extra 6 months with the kids and being unpaid. So, I mean, maybe at the end of the day, when you look at all of the expenses, from the fact that now I have to go into the office 2 days a week, which is gas money, parking money. Maybe, I would have been better. I don't know, staying home. I kind of crunched the numbers and just like, at the end of the day, it was better for me to actually go to work and unfortunately putting them in that daycare. But homegirl did not have the money planned for that. So I ended up getting a personal loan. I'm hoping that by the time they turn 18 months, I'll have a spot for them because there are many more spots when the kids are 18 months. The most challenging is when they're between 12 and 18 months, which is the case of my twins right now. But I'll say it again, the childcare system in Ottawa is completely flawed, and I will have another video about childcare because I've gone through that with my oldest. I'm going through that with my twins, and it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Make things easier for parents because we already have so much on our plate. If anyone who makes decision in that particular sector is listen to the video, make it better. It doesn't make sense. So, my third goal was to put at least contribute at least $2,500 to each of my kids' RESP. So RESP stands for Registered Education Saving Plan, which is the equivalent of the 529 for you guys down in the US. And so when you put a minimum of $2,500 each month in the kids' RESP, the government gives you a free $500. So I really wanted to make sure that I don't lose on that $500. So I'm currently, I'll say probably halfway through that. So each kid has like, I'll say 1,300, almost 1,500 in their RESP that I've contributed to. And so that's probably the goal that I think I'll be able to reach the fastest. So hopefully by the time I give you a Q2 update, that goal would have been already achieved. So then I can redirect that money into my saving or paying down debt. So that's going fine for that particular goal. And then my fourth goal was to increase my business income by $30,000. So I haven't been consistent at promoting my business. I've been consistent at making my YouTube videos. So of course I had a bit of dip in my business. So I'm going back on track. I'm hoping to stay consistent. But I have to say, being full-time employee who has like someone who has like a full-time job, being a single parent of three young kids, having other responsibilities. Unfortunately, YouTube content creation business, unfortunately, it takes a back seat, and that should not be the case. All right, that should not be the case because essentially for me, it's also my ticket to freedom. I'm trying to establish a separate stream of income that is stable enough to give me the ability in the next few years to quit my job and being able to move abroad. And so I really need to find the time to be consistent on that business. And if you guys ask, what business you talking about, Sam? Well, I'm glad you asked. I do offer financial coaching to Black women to help them manage their money better and also become better investors. So if you are a Black woman and you would like to get better with your finances, um, get into the description below here and book some time with me so we can we can look at your finances and I can help you on your journey. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, financial planner, but I'm someone who's really good at investing. That's one of my I'll say like one of my gifts in terms of investing. So I can really help you. And when it comes to building wealth, investing will get you there painlessly. I was about to say painfully, but it's not painful. Painlessly, you just require discipline and commitment, and you can make it happen. I've been investing for the past 15 years consistently. Hopefully, I got into that early. So then at this point of time, even if I don't put a dime into my investment, I know that I will have a couple of millions at my retirement. And honestly, I know that I wouldn't need that much because of my lifestyle, which I'm pretty sure in my 60s and 70s is not going to become, inflated or anything like that. So I can help you as well to get to that level, or at least we help you get started. Because once you start and you start seeing the results, it's golden, right? So that's my business, but I need to find the time to be consistent at promoting it and also getting into space where there are Black women, so that I can talk about that more often. So hopefully I can find the time to do that. And then my fifth morning goal is essentially contributing $7,000 to my TFSA. TFSA stands for Tax Free Savings Account. And so that's the equivalent of the Roth account for you guys down in the US. And I love the TFSA. I love that account. It's a good chunk of my investments. As soon as that I was able to start investing in my TFSA, I started it, which is essentially right away when it was actually brought up. I'll say probably I don't know, 12 or 13 years ago. So I've been putting the annual contribution, my TFSA, religiously. So far this year, with everything that I've had to pay for, and the fact that anyway I ended up incurring debt to pay for daycare, I haven't put it down in my TFSA. I haven't put anything in there, so that is fine. For now, I have until the end of the year to put the money. And even if I don't put the money by the end of this year, that that contribution gets carried forward to the next year. So I don't lose the contribution rule, but I would like to put the money as soon as possible because, as you know, time is your best friend when it comes to investing because you want to let that compound interest works for you. So the earlier you start, the better it is. So there you have it. That's kind of like where I'm at right now for my five money goals 2024. Let me know in the comments below if you have any money goals for 2024 and how you have been doing. You know, what are the challenges that you have been incurring? Which one you had to put on the back seat like me? And hopefully, you know, you're gonna come back at it with a vengeance. And so, and stay tuned as I'm actually going through this journey, hoping to achieve all of my fine money goals by the end of the year. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share, hit the notification bell for the next time that I'm actually coming up with a new video. And until next time, keep on building up.